in Germany if you don't say,
Oh my god, today we have a special guest on the podcast episode. How cool is that?
wie say.
Naja, wenn man nicht zu viel erwartet, kann man auch nicht enttäuscht werden, ne? Got it?
She basically said, what would you say? If the expectations are low.
You can't get disappointed. Anyway, welcome to a new episode. First episode in 2025, and we have a special guest today. It's Andy Liam's dad.
Hello.
First time ever. First guest. Maybe last. See how it goes. You all right, Dad?
I'm very good. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm really pleased to be here. So, yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for doing it. We've been, what's this, 27th episode?
I don't know, I'm not keeping track.
Yes, New Year now?
Yeah.
It should be the New Year.
Welcome to 2025.
Nice. We had Christmas together and you was at our wedding,
Yeah.
2024.
Yep.
Amazing.
So it's as if these are like the only times we see your dad. Like
Yeah.
we had Christmas together, you were at our wedding, and that's it then.
I mean, it usually is like twice a year we see each other.
Yeah.
That's about...
Yeah. For the last, how many, 10 years now?
Yeah.
8?
8.
I mean,
Well,
that we've been
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
But,
You've
yeah.
been there about 10 years now?
10 years.
Oh yeah, you're going to your, 12th year in Germany, Liam?
11th. Because I moved in 2014.
Oh yeah, true.
Yes. I was thinking, because I've nearly been there. Well, I've been there like over a third of my life,
Wow.
for sure, yeah. Yes.
Gone quick.
But you played a big part in that.
Well,
Getting me out there?
it was quite an amazing time. You know, you were doing so well basketball wise. You know, it was all going really well for you, and it just seemed such an amazing opportunity. I know you weren't sure about it.
No, yeah.
So I
So
don't know
I
if you want
contemplated staying here, going to uni. Do you remember that?
There were a couple of discussions about various options. I think that you had at the time. I spoke to a few different coaches that you were
Yep.
you'd either played under or we knew really well.
Yeah.
And they all basically said it's an opportunity you got to grasp.
Just go for
Yeah,
it.
just really go for it. And they
Yeah.
were all sort of, if it works, great. If it doesn't work, there's loads of
fall
other things
back.
you can kind of come back and do. But if you decided not to do it, that opportunity might have never come around again. So, you know, it's, it was, I didn't really find it particularly easy,
No.
sort of telling you to go.
Yeah.
But it was clearly the best thing for you at the time.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
So the option was Germany or England, right? Back then.
I mean, my first option was America,
Oh,
but
true.
it never happened. So that was the whole Germany for 1 year, and then see what happens.
1 year.
That was when the whole I kind of wanted to come back after the first year, but then you kind of, you
It
helped
was-
me see that it would have just made sense to keep going.
I mean, I was always of the view that you should just kind of keep it going until it runs its natural course, or you find something else to do, which is like I kind of, this wasn't on the radar, that's for sure.
It was on nobody's list.
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of thought you might go into, like personal training,
Fitness,
or
yeah.
what I was personally hoping was you'd kind of end up doing some sort of coaching. And staying in the game, because
Yeah.
you clearly had a lot of knowledge, and I thought you could have, given that to other, either individuals or clubs. That was what I kind of thought you were going to go off and do, but here we are.
I mean,
Here you are.
I mean, because on that note, when I started it, I didn't make it known that I was doing that kind of stuff.
social media.
The social media thing. I kind of kept it quiet for
It
a
was
bit,
news to me.
and I started on. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you convinced
knew
me
it.
to do it.
Yeah, but not like the Germany stuff.
No,
Oh, that wasn't my intention.
that was just what
Yeah.
I thought was funny. At
The
the
one
time.
that went viral, I don't know what you could. Well, the one I thought it was wasn't it the running down the hallway?
Oh, don't bring that up.
That's the one I show people. But that I was like looking at it going, what's he doing? I mean, it was like,
Same.
but it was like, hey, if it's working, what a fantastic thing to be able to do,
Just to explain, because I don't know if YouTube or, that was a purely TikTok thing. There was a trend with a filter where it looks like you was running in this dress in a palace.
There was some song associated with it. Or
Yeah,
something,
it
or
was
some
like a
music?
Lady Gaga. It was Poker, some Lady Gaga
Yeah.
song. And I had this thing where I would pretend the filter doesn't work in Germany, and I would just have to create it and try and make it look like
That's
the filter.
right. That's right. You didn't have. That's right.
So that was my content besides the in Germany we don't say.
Right.
I was recreating filters with whatever I could find.
Yeah.
And that video I think got 65 million views
That was
on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. But
Yeah. But then, I mean, beyond that, I mean, when you started creating the family of characters, I mean, I just thought the whole thing was genius. I just, I think, if I had been growing up in this era, I would have liked to have done something like that. I mean, whether I'd have done that or I think I'd have liked to have done sort of some aspect of recording and doing something like that because I think it's amazing. It's great fun.
You have been good at it as well.
You're quite natural.
Well, I mean, I don't want to, blow my own trumpet, but I was in a few school plays, and I have trod on the boards.
People are gonna know after this episode where the talent comes from. We keep saying that though every time we say it because you're very funny. Like when I met you first, and I was very nervous about meeting everyone. I said to you, you've got the jokes. It was easy to talk to you from the beginning.
I've always used comedy. I started off using it as a kind of. I think a lot of people who kind of end up in comedy use it as some sort of bit of a defense mechanism. It's an outlet.
Anything you want to tell us, Liam?
Yeah.
This is your chance. Get it all out now.
So I kind of, and I think everybody's got their own things they're going through, their own troubles and stuff, and I just thought it was easier to laugh through difficult times rather than be sort of quite sad about it. It's difficult from the outside world because everyone kind of goes, "Why is he laughing?" So there's a few, so you kind of got to pick your moments.
Yeah.
But I think just throughout my life, I've always. If you talk to any of my children, you'll know that I'm a constant source of pain in their sides for trolling, and I just think that's
Yes.
I just think that's my job. A dad's got a job in life, and it's to it's to kind of be embarrassing.
You're not that embarrassing, Andy.
I mean, we're only here twice a year.
Maybe for a reason.
Yeah, and I'm not sure this was Liam's
cute.
idea to do this, but there you go.
And here we are.
And there we are.
No, it was though. We were planning doing the podcast with you when we were coming here.
I'm incredibly honoured. It's I mean, I've been in 2.5 of your videos.
Yes.
I was in 2 in the front of the camera. Well, I was behind the camera for the first one in the Sainsbury's one that we did. So I was behind the camera.
That's true.
So I say that's 2.5. But I found the whole process absolutely brilliant. I mean, I got completely upstaged by Rich D Biscuit. Can you say, Rich D, other biscuits are available? I got completely upstaged.
No, not that.
Completely upstaged by the biscuit dropping into the cup of tea. But we had so much fun. That was the only take we did of that.
I know.
I mean, it was the drop. And we both, it took us a while to stop laughing. And I just found the whole process amazing. And the Christmas one, because, we was doing it with, all 3 of us were in it. And it was just brilliant. I just find the whole process amazing. So yeah, I think if I'd been growing up in this time, I'd like to have thought, I mean, obviously you don't know, but I'd like to have thought I could have done something in this area. So I find it absolutely brilliant.
Pretty sure you still could if you wanted.
Yeah.
It's funny. There's a couple of things that I'd like to try. So
Okay.
I think we're going to do some recordings and just maybe see if it works.
Is that what we talked about?
So the
going around the cities.
yeah.
Okay.
So might try those. I mean, a number of people have done them, so
Yeah.
they're not particularly unique. But if we had, we tried to do one down in Canterbury,
Yes.
and if we had recorded that, at the time it was the funniest thing. It was so we had notebooks, we had pens, we had the dog, it was just none of it worked. We couldn't do the clue. I mean, the whole thing was just hilarious. I think if we'd have been able to record that, and the other thing I'd like to do is record me and my partner driving around, because some of the conversations are just off the wall. So yeah, it may be a couple of things. I don't know. I might do a couple of recordings and get your opinion.
Dropping news here. It's not bad.
Because you've obviously got a feel for how this works. So.
I wanted to ask you, when we'd made the first video, and it performed really well. I wanted to ask you, like, what kind of did you get, like, this rush? Because when I first did a video and it performed well, I had this huge rush, and I couldn't stop looking at the comments, and that's what hooked me into doing it. And I just wanted to know if you had some kind of urge to do anything after that. Yeah,
I mean, literally, I was quite disappointed that we'd finished filming it, because I kind of wanted to I was like, okay, what's next? What's next? And then when you published it, and then all the comments started coming in, I literally sat and read every single one, and I was going on the different platforms, and I'm trying to read. And it, to me, didn't really matter. Good, bad, indifferent. It wasn't really. That wasn't really what I was looking for.
It was like 99%.
Yeah, there was some funny characters, funny comments.
That's
like
social media.
But I sound like a South London gangster, which is probably it may well be true. I don't know. not met many of them, but I just no, and it did give me a buzz, and I was like, "This is fantastic!
Yeah.
I can't wait to do the next one."
We did say that, didn't we? Because like randomly you started laughing. You were like on your phone, you started laughing, and then you just read out these comments. And we're like, he's still checking comments, like literally like a day later or something. It was like that was so cute.
I was reading them for ages, and I was kind of boring everybody around me with. I kept telling everybody what the comments were, and I think there was a little bit of jealousy of people around me, kind of going, "Well, we weren't in it." And so anyway,
not everyone can be in the videos.
Not everyone can be special. It's just the way it works.
Wow.
Well, a lot of people tell me I am special.
You are the chosen one.
not in the way you think, though. But anyway, I really would love to do more. It's the whole process, and seeing how what not surprises me is not the right word, but what I was really interested in, and I've seen it again today, was the detail, the level of detail that you put in the preparation in, and the scripts you write the scripts. You don't just kind of turn up and go, what we're going to do. Yeah. I think a couple of times I sort of said, should I do? And you were like,
yeah, exactly.
Kind of not in my notes. Which is great, because I didn't know whether you were going to come fully prepared like that. But I think that's that's a lot of the work that people don't see. It's not really just switching the camera on and going for it.
No,
There's
it
a lot of
it really used to be like that. But whoops, keep forgetting. The last year or two, it's probably been like this, really scripting it out. And
yeah. I mean, I get it. You've got certain things that you want to make sure you get delivered, right? Whether it's a promotional one or even if it's just like part of the family one that you do. I get that there's a certain message you need to convey and get over. So yeah, it's massively impressive, and I'm not sure if I'm really that. I'd probably be good at just walking around
off the cuff
and doing off the cuff stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think I'd be very good at the preparing and the.
You think so?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if I've got the patience.
That's
for
what
it.
we said before we recorded the podcast episode, because we were talking about the podcast, and I was like, because you guys are very different in that kind. Because Liam's very scripted and very much like short answers, straight to the point. Whilst if I ask you a question, you would just talk for 10 minutes.
Oh. I mean, this is what I said. I said I thought this was going to be the 3-hour special, right? Because
just Liam for an hour.
Yeah, it's like whenever we have an episode, and I feel like I put on like, let's say 3 topics or 3 big questions, and that's gonna give us 20-25 minutes. And then I asked the question, and Liam was like, 2 sentences, and then he's like, yep, that's it. I'm like, oh, okay, we're not gonna talk about it anymore. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah.
So I feel the same. Yeah, you're very scripted, and your dad is just like very much,
I think we have a similar sense of humour,
Definitely.
but I think the
100%.
delivery and the
Yeah.
sort of preparation is like, I think the thing is, I think I could wing it, but thinking you can do it and actually doing it is probably a completely different thing.
Yeah.
So no, I'm just massively impressed with how you put it all together. It's it was, and like I say, doing those couple of videos, it was a great insight into how that will work. So yeah, thanks for doing that.
Maybe more to come.
I'd love to do more. Yeah. If you can find the right way of squeezing me in, that's I'm happy to do that. Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Nice.
Because
Sorry, no.
No, I'm in the mic now.
No, I was transitioning to the next topic already, so I didn't want to cut you off, Liam. But not forgetting that we're talking about Germany here as well, and not just about social media. So you've been in Germany how many times, Andy? Like,
I don't know, 6, 7 times.
Oh, really?
Well, we do a. Don't know if I can't mention product names, but for one of the jobs that I have, there is a yearly show that goes on in a certain part of Germany.
You're allowed to say where it
Can I
is.
say Friedrichshafen?
Yes.
Right, I say Friedrichshafen. Right, okay, Friedrichshafen. And so so I've been down there a few times. There's myself and one of my colleagues. We kind of one does one year, one does the other year, and that sort of thing. COVID sort of messed up a little bit, so we haven't been over there for the last few years. But I think the first time I went over was to Munich.
Yeah, Munich.
When I came over to see Robbie.
Yep.
And the guys there.
That was, what was that, a few days?
No,
it was just a day, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
I
you came
flew in, went straight in
Yeah,
to see
true.
Robbie. We had some food,
Yeah.
saw the facilities, and had a really great day. And then
Yeah.
I went home the same day.
We went to a beer garden.
We did.
We had a pretzel, this huge pretzel.
Massive pretzel.
you can show the picture of Liam with a huge
Yeah.
pretzel.
I've got that somewhere.
It's on
You've probably
Facebook.
got that. Yeah.
Baby Liam. How old were you there? 18.
18.
Aww.
Yes.
I don't know if the season had started. I can't really remember exactly when it was.
No, that was pre-season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was great. I was kindly invited over to sort of come and speak with Robbie and some of the other guys and tour the facilities and just sort of get a feel. He did a great job in reassuring me that that you were being looked after and it was all good. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was really good for me. It would help me a lot. It's sort of to see you sort of just go off and kind of not know kind of where you were going and what you were doing, sort of thing. It was that was great. It was really good. A good day. I really got a lot out of that.
Did you have any immediate thoughts about like the culture or anything?
Well, I mean, first time I'd been to Munich and I couldn't believe how clean the place was.
Clean,
I
yeah.
mean, it was really pristine, and it just looked like a really great setup. And I came away just being massively impressed.
We were saying that when we were driving from the airport here on the motorway. You was like, God, it's just mess everywhere.
Yeah, I mean that's the overriding. Whenever I've been to Germany, you come back and you think it's an amazingly clean place.
I remember that your brother came over to Germany once with a friend, and I picked them up from the airport, and we were driving home on the motorway, and they were like, "This is clean. Like, there's literally no rubbish flying around or on the sides of the road."
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And I also noticed that people just didn't drop litter. I mean, it was I don't know, over here you're walking through London and places like that. You see people just drop litter all over the place.
Yeah.
But I didn't even see people dropping litter. It was just it was like a pride of, people just didn't live in their homes. You know, the town and the city is an extension of their home.
Yeah.
So if they didn't drop litter in their home, why would they do it out on the street? And it was just I was just really impressed by the whole setup, and I kind of knew that it was where you were supposed to be.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
And what was I going to say about with the litter, because they are bringing this bottle deposit to the UK. That's what I've heard. Have you heard about this?
No,
Where
I've not
because in
heard that.
Germany and I think a few other European countries, when you buy a bottle, you pay an extra 25 cents, and you've put a deposit on the bottle. So you pay extra, but the
Right.
incentive is
to return
to
it.
bring it back. And I've heard they're trying to introduce that here.
I think years and years ago, I think you used to get money back on returning bottles.
Okay.
I'm talking a lot of years ago. Before,
Wow.
yeah, I think that was a thing. But rubbish in this country is it's. We went through a process a little while back where there was some really big problems with rubbish collection and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So it's quite interesting to see the videos that you do on rubbish collection. I don't think I would be going to the same level of getting a whiteboard and working out which and
to get rid of the rubbish.
right, and the one that really got me was the little window in the envelope, and that has to go in a separate thing. That was hilarious. That ain't ever happening here. I'll tell you.
Well, I'm also not sure if that actually happens in a lot of households in Germany.
Yeah, maybe not a lot.
There are people that are taking it very serious, but I'm quite sure people just throw envelopes.
I can remember when everything used to just go into one bin, and then when the two bins came, I was like, who is actually going to do that? You know, we haven't, but it works, right? I mean, we recycle as much as we possibly can. I think it's quite interesting nowadays. I think you're more aware of packaging.
Yeah.
You know, when you're buying stuff, you
Yeah.
kind of really are more aware of packaging than you ever really were. I mean, some of the parcels I'm receiving, I'm surprised. Some of the parcels I've received from a certain delivery company in the UK
That cannot be mentioned.
that cannot be mentioned. I'm surprised just how much space and free air there's inside. I mean, it's quite incredible, really. There's still quite large packaging relative to the contents. I'm really surprised about that. But
Same in Germany, though.
I'm sure as technology, as these things improve, packing's got to improve over time, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, but it's been really interesting to see all the recycling, the litter ones, and the returning the bottles on the Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
That was hilarious.
The glass.
The
glass.
It's actually a no-go.
Yeah.
Like, even for me, there's the limit. Like, not returning bottles on Sundays. But it is loud. It is loud, though.
Yeah.
But here, people don't care. They don't care what day it is, what time of the day it is.
But that's for me, that doesn't make sense, because in the UK, people are so friendly, and they're always like, it seems like you really care about people, because, people are always like chatting, small talking, smiling, asking how you are and stuff. And then on the other hand, they really don't care.
The thing I find funny, and I think since your videos, I've sort of picked up on a few things myself. A case in point was this morning. I went into a certain store that shan't be named to buy a certain product that won't be named, and they didn't have it. And I just instinctively said to the woman, "That's great, thank you very much," like as if that's great. It's great that you haven't got the thing I've come for. It's a kind of it's what we do, though.
Yeah, we've
It's what
been to the same shop today.
Same shop.
Same shop that can't be named. We've been there today as well for what, like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
15? The amount of times I've heard sorry, insane. What would not happen in Germany? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, darling.
I felt, I did the same thing. I felt like my trolley was in everybody's way. I had to apologize. It's like you kind of got to get your radar going, right? There's somebody at the end of the aisle. Quick, move the trolley to the end. Now, there's certain people that I can't name that I know very well who make them go into a different aisle.
I would pay money to see you in a German supermarket trying to get get your shop done. I would love to see
And
that.
just survive.
It is. I think. Cause have you done it before?
Well, I came with you when you were first in the small town that we can't name, although it's pretty obvious where it was. But anyway, we went into. I think you took me into a couple of supermarkets, and that was where the first time the speed
At the
of the
checkout.
checkout. That was where I was first made aware of that. So I came with you a couple of times to the supermarket, and I was like, wow, this is fairly fairly intense.
Character building.
It's like you got to kind of catch it coming off the end of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to pick the stores where they pack for you. Because I'm a bit like that. Yeah, no, I've definitely noticed things more because of your videos. Yeah.
And before Liam did all the videos, did you know a lot of stereotypes for German behavior?
Well, I mean, there's
Think
always
about what you can and can't.
yeah. Well, can I cut? I mean,
God.
yeah. I mean, there's always different stereotypes of different nationalities. I think you've surprised me more than anybody. I say to everybody, she's the most British German I've ever come across.
It's not
because
true.
you get the humour, you kind of get you. I just felt that the first time we met, I just kind of felt that it was like we'd met for a long time.
Yeah,
because
I
it was
agree, yeah.
everything was so easy. There were no kind of certain barriers to overcome for the different nationalities and the different ways of doing things. I just felt it was all very natural, and I just kind of so I don't know. I mean, I just the big one that obviously is the precision, right? So precision and cleanliness. Which this country could certainly learn a few thing or two for in that regard. But they're the two I think that really stand out. It's the the precision in engineering and that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I agree to that one.
Yeah. But not sure I really.
And because I think this summer on our wedding day, you've met for the first time. You actually met all my German friends
Right.
or our German friends.
Right.
Any stereotypes you want to confirm or deny?
Well, the one
you've
thing
actually
that
seen like a group of Germans.
the one thing because I included I not only had one thing to do, I had three things to do, and I was like overwhelmed really. I mean, to be asked to make a speech was really nerve-wracking, but I've thoroughly enjoyed the process of doing that.
We're also coming to the speech.
We're coming to
soon.
that.
Okay. I thought the knot tying was a real bit of genius. Whoever came up with that, I thought that was
Celebrant came up with that.
Yeah,
He was,
I really
Thank
thought
you, Mark.
that was great. I still have the piece of paper that I was given about what
Oh.
the ribbon the colour that I had,
Oh,
the
nice.
red colour that I had, and the way it was it was the colours of the flags, and
Yeah.
I thought that was genius. I'm gonna go, but to be asked to walk you down the aisle was something very very special,
Yeah, to me as well.
and I yeah, it was an honour, and just I think the whole day was incredible, absolutely incredible. So I just kind of kept saying to myself, don't mess it up, don't mess it up.
You didn't. You didn't.
Did I mess it up?
Well, so we go back. Sorry, so to just on the German friends.
Yeah.
So the one thing about the speech was I threw in just a very very small amount of German, and the bit I did at the end about holding the glass. Now the thing was, they all went for their glass, Liam. They all went for their glass, and I was like, holy cow! They understood what I said. Either that, or they were getting ready to throw water at me.
So which one did you actually expect?
Well, I wasn't sure.
Well, why don't we watch it back?
Oh, okay.
I've clipped that part from your speech
Oh my god.
and 2 other parts from your speech
Really?
that I thought we could watch back.
Okay.
To be honest, we've only just seen it as well.
I don't think I've ever seen the video of it. Have I? I've not seen the video of me
So
doing
we have
it.
the whole video of the wedding,
Right.
and we've only brought ourselves to watch the non-speaking parts.
Yeah, whenever it was like our vows or anything else, we just skipped to not rewatch those bits or our speech as well.
Doing the speech was a fascinating process. There were some people who advised me to take some things out. Some people who advised me to put some things in. I thought it was too long, and I think it was probably a bit too short. But I don't know.
I really liked your speech.
First
No.
time I've ever done it. So I tried to have a little bit of fun,
Yeah,
a little
it
bit
was
of
a very good
seriousness.
speech, yeah.
Sort of mix it up a little bit.
Do you mind putting that one in?
Yeah. So this is which year is this?
That's left.
Left.
Just so it doesn't mess with the audio. So this is first clip from your speech. Here we go. Have you got it as well?
Yep.
Same one?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I was going to do a joke about planes, trains, and automobiles, but for legal and future sponsorship reasons, Liam has asked me not to mention the Deutsche Bahn train company. So that's another joke out the window. Yeah,
Deutsche Bahn.
your relationship with the Deutsche Bahn company is that's
Oh, we got another one.
another one.
Here we
Okay.
go. You got it? Up? Here we go.
I have to say that Valérie is the most British German I've ever met. From the first time that we met, it was clear that her English was extremely good, much better than my German, anyway. And she really does get the British humour. In fact, she says that she finds me funny. And if you don't believe that, go check out their first
Oh, here comes
podcast episode, roughly about 39 minutes and 21 seconds in. And so she must have great comedic taste.
I'm still not sure though if I'm that British. Like people say that because I've adopted the British accent so that I sound more British. but-
I mean, certain words when
Yeah.
I hear you say them. Oh, you got certain
One
words
more.
when I hear you say them. I'm like
Yeah.
a big smile on my face. I'm like, yes.
because I do work with the guy from Australia, and he's always like making fun of. Oh yeah, is that how you say it now? Is it? It's like, yeah, of course I
There
know.
were certain words that just put
Yeah.
a smile on my face, and I go, yeah, it's
Oh, it's all Liam's influence though.
Right, ready? One
okay.
more.
Hang on a minute. I've got, yeah, go on then, go for it.
How do you say it?
In the UK, we don't say Bitte erhaben Sie Ihr Gläser auf Liam and Valerie. We say, please raise your glasses for Liam and Valerie.
Wait,
In the UK,
Well,
we
I
don't
missed that
say
bit. Who is
Bitte
that?
erhaben Sie Ihr Gläser
face.
auf Liam and
Whose
Valerie.
face? What?
We say, please raise your glasses for Liam and Valerie.
So you was looking to Valérie to say, what did he say?
Exactly. Exactly what he was like. What did he say?
Your
What
face.
did he say?
So
I was
you,
like,
you didn't have a clue what I was
no,
saying.
he had no idea what you
I
said.
looked at Valerie, and then she picked up her glass and went, yes.
It wasn't even that. It was quite good. Like it was quite good, especially considering that you actually don't speak German at all. Who taught you? Like, how did you know? Like, how to pronounce the whole sentence?
Google Translate.
Could have told you that.
There's a little button you can press, and I was listening to the pronunciation.
It was good though. It was very good.
Yeah, it was. That was super fun. That was
we
good
had
fun.
we had 2 tables on my left with all my German friends on, I think, and they all grabbed their glasses, didn't they?
That was
Yes.
the thing.
Yeah, they
that
did.
was the
They
thing.
did.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Everyone went for their glasses. So I kind of thought, okay, it must have made some sense. Well, I mean, I hope it was that. They're going to throw them at me or something.
No, I like honestly, like you are their hero. Like all my friends keep saying, "Oh yeah, say hi to Andy when you see him." Like when I said, like, "Yeah, we're gonna record a podcast episode with him," like, "Oh, that's gonna be the very best episode ever." I'm like, oh, thank you.
It'd be the longest.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it was an amazing day. It was really nice to see all your friends and family. I would have liked to have. I think if maybe a different setting, it'd be nice to kind of meet up with them
Yeah.
again and
Yeah.
have a longer conversation with some of them. I didn't really get a chance to speak
Yeah.
to them properly, but it was just lovely. As I was going around and speaking to some people, I was getting choked with some of the comments about them, particularly your basketball colleagues. It was
Oh yeah, some teammates.
your teammates. Yeah. I mean, even though you don't play. Well, you don't play the game, but you don't play with them. Even when they've kind of left teams and they've gone to other places, the amount of respect that they hold you in, I think, is a great testament to how you conducted not only in the game, but I think just generally speaking. So, that was really nice, really
They're
nice.
good people.
Oh,
Good people.
really nice guys.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody that was there. It was such a great day. It was everybody there was they had a smile on their face and all had great things to say. It was just a really positive and uplifting day. It was
Wasn't it?
it was really
Yeah.
really nice. It was an amazing experience.
It's funny that you say that I'm the most British German, you know. If you talk to my colleagues from England, they would say, like, you're so German. Like, they always say it, like you can tell. Like, I'm very
Well, I
direct,
mean-
very straightforward.
Yeah, but you probably haven't seen you in a working environment.
Fair. Fair. I'm more German than you think I am.
I was just I just remember he's not going to be able to get down from there, is he? Shall I lift him down?
Help him.
Hang on a minute. Hang on, he's going to throw himself down. There you go. He'll be all right. Here he goes.
Good boy,
Here he
Rocky.
goes. Good boy, Rox. I think. I mean, from the minute I met you, I mean, it was like literally. I kind of thought, I don't know what I thought really. I probably didn't really think about it too much, but I remember when we met and you were, you got the big thing for me is humour.
Yeah.
It always has been. And when you got the humour straight away, and I just kind of thought, well, that's it. You don't really need anything else as long as you can sort of laugh at the same sort of jokes, and kind of.
Well, I was used to Liam's jokes for like
Well, there you
nearly
go.
a year by then,
There you
so
go.
what can I say?
There you go. But yeah, no, I just I think I'd still stand by what I said.
Okay. So, well, yeah, we kind of thought you would say that I'm not as German as I could be.
Okay.
But at the same time, we were wondering how well you know Liam now after he lived in Germany.
I'm
for 11
wondering.
years.
I wonder that myself.
So I prepared a little game for you.
Okay.
As I usually do. Do you want to let the cat out?
Can I? Just need to let him out because otherwise there'll be a bit of a mess. Oh, there, Rox. There you go. Oh, good. Hope I'm in the right position.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so as you are listening to the podcast, every episode, you know the True or False games I'm playing
do.
with Liam? Good,
Every
I do.
episode? No, not every episode.
No, we don't play it every episode, but we
No, you
play
don't
it
do it.
often.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said because he's listening to the episodes.
Yeah, so he knows the games we're playing. The
No, but you're
kind
not
of-
listening to all the episodes.
Why not?
Well, he's really giving the
Am I not allowed?
impression he does.
Am I not allowed to?
Well, I kind of thought he did, to be honest, the way he speaks
Really?
about the podcast.
Don't you think people listen to it?
Oh, maybe not you specifically. Okay, anyway, I prepared 10 statements about Liam.
I knew about the Christmas stuff, right?
Well, that was a big argument yesterday. Joking.
Oh, about the
Which I'm-
UK
yeah,
German Christmas.
Which I still think I win if you
No.
if you watch it back. But anyway, not that I'm
We're
competitive or
not going
anything.
to open this argument again, Andy.
Usually we can just do the podcast and we don't hear any feedback. So now this is
Yeah.
I can call you weekly and give you feedback if you want. That's fine.
Yes, please. Okay, I prepared 10 statements about Liam, and you have to guess whether they are true or false, and Liam can defend himself or prove.
well, I know if it's true or false.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
you know if it's true or false.
So I mean,
They're
let's just get
statements
the
about
important
you.
stuff done. Then the prizes.
Oh yeah, what's
Oh,
There's a huge prize waiting for you if you get 9 out of 10 right.
You win a trip to Germany.
And another episode.
Yeah, and another second episode.
Hooray! Okay, 9 out of 10 at the go, okay?
Okay.
Are we ready? Ready to play?
Okay.
Okay. First statement. Liam can name 10 types of German bread off the top of his head. You're not gonna
Am I
give a
supposed to be
clue.
bluffing?
Can he name?
I think he can. I've been incredibly impressed with how well he's picked up the language. I think it's I personally I've been very impressed.
Do I
Aww.
have to do it now?
So Liam, can you name 10 types of German bread?
We have Roggenbrot.
Roggen, yeah.
Roggen. We
Very
have Weißbrot.
Yeah.
Toastbrot.
Isn't Toastbrot Weißbrot?
Okay, so we don't count
2?
that one.
No. Sorry.
We have
Toast?
Dinkel.
Toast is not bread.
Oh, here we go.
I can't do this today.
Sorry, go carry on.
Wait,
Okay, we're just gonna ignore the
no,
comment.
let's keep this on. What about the toast?
What is toast for you?
Well, toast. I mean, you put bread in a toaster and then you get toast.
So you wouldn't pre-name it toast bread?
So what do you
No, it's
put
not called.
in?
It's not called. You put bread. You put bread in a toaster, and the output is toast.
What's your...
Only makes sense if you don't have proper bread in your
If you
country.
had toast, then why would you put it in a toaster? The purpose of a
But then it's
toaster is to
toast.
turn bread into toast.
No, it's to toast the toast. So it's toast the toast. Doesn't that make sense?
Don't mess with
I'm-
50 odd years of my understanding, because I won't be able to cope.
Let's agree to disagree. So we've got Roggenbrot and Weißbrot.
Dinkelbrot.
Dinkelbrot.
We have...
Jeez, you need 7 more.
Dinkelbrot. Weltmeisterbrot.
What?
Weltmeister?
That one of the bakery
That's one
names.
of the rolls, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Kartenbrot.
Okay.
I'm just
I'm-
surprised with the amount of bread you used to eat when you was here. I'm just surprised that you can't just kind of go bang, bang, bang,
Same.
bang.
But I'm not sure if I would know 10
It's
different
10,
names.
10,
'cause-
10 sounds a bit extreme.
and also at
I think we should make it 2.
Well, the question was 10.
So there's a fail. First one wrong.
Oh God!
No, but what I was going to
So
say,
those-
like you kind of named kind of breads, and in the bakery they can have funny names. Because
Yeah.
bakeries in Germany try to be funny and then give the rolls and the cakes and the breads and cakes funny names.
right.
So that was wrong then. Sorry.
I think mix of the pressure, and I think I would have been able to do it otherwise.
I'm just surprised you discarded toast, but
Okay. Next statement. Liam has driven on the autobahn at 200 kilometers per hour.
Which is in miles per hour?
How do I
this?
know?
You didn't look this up?
that's got to
Sorry.
be about 130 or so. 100,
Yeah.
120.
We have a
I'm just
quick
trying to think.
fact check.
120.
You can think about if your son is racing or not in the
I've got to
meantime.
let him in. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, all good.
I can review it's 124 miles per hour. Did your son or did he not go that fast on the motorway?
In your car, or in any car?
In
In,
any car?
yeah.
Does it make a difference in which car he's
Well,
doing it?
if it was my car, I'd be concerned. Yeah.
I would be concerned if your car made it to Germany.
Well, anybody drove my car that speed, I'm surprised it's still going.
In any car.
Okay, in any car, has
But
he
not
done
on
that?
a racetrack, like on the actual motorway with normal traffic.
Okay, I'm kind of I'm kind of going to say yes. However, when I drove over on the autobahn, I found it incredibly frustrating because the speed limit changed every few hundred yards.
I
mean,
know,
it was
yeah.
it was
Yards.
madness.
Every 400 yards.
Sorry, every 400 every 325 meters. Yeah, I just I don't know. I think he might have done it just to say done it. I'm gonna say yeah.
Have you or have you not?
I have multiple times.
Have you?
Yeah.
But the first time, they make you do it in the driving lesson
Oh, do they?
so that you are
Oh, you get
kind of
Oh, you get acclimatized to sort of doing that sort of speed.
yes.
Right.
So,
Okay, that's interesting.
But I mean, not many times. I think probably done it. Most of the time, I've been in someone's car and they've gone 220.
So you didn't drive then?
Yeah, I've probably gone over like 2-3 times,
Yeah.
200. Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, a lot of people like to put the foot on the gas and.
Well, yeah, if it's
Yeah.
possible.
The very first time I drove out the because that's how I got a speeding ticket. I got a speeding ticket in Germany
Yes.
Oof.
Yeah.
because I left the airport onto the motorway. I assumed every motorway was an autobahn,
Really?
so I just went bang, and and then the ticket that I got several weeks later clearly showed me that
Do
it
you,
was.
do you remember how much faster you were than it was allowed?
I can't remember.
Well, it must have been under 21 kilometers per hour.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember how much the fine was. I got a. I don't know.
Better to
40,
forget.
40,
It was
60?
something like that. I
Okay.
don't know.
Wow, okay.
But
I've never
You've
been
never had a speeding
in Germany or here. So
I would love to say the same.
I think
would
there's
be
a higher
lying.
chance of speeding here than in Germany.
I mean, I
It's
think you were
very-
speeding on the way here from the airport. You just didn't get caught.
What?
Like yesterday, like when we came here, and you were on the motorway.
yeah,
and
this
I'm
is
going-
all this is
it's
all for
40 miles
comedic
an hour.
effect. That never actually happened. Let's move
Just
on.
slightly, and then we had
I
to
mean,
remind
going
you.
72 when it's 70 is not technically.
There is a no. I think technically
There
there
is
is
a give-
there
there
is
is a
a.
little
I think technically
leeway.
there is a kind of a bit of a leeway that they apply. But
Yeah.
oh, I mean, I've been done for like 33 and a 30 before.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
they get quite hot on certain roads. Yeah, it's. I mean, This has got many years ago,
Yeah.
but yeah, they can be quite severe. I think it just depends.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, fair.
So you've
All
got
right,
that
so you've got
second
that
one
one right.
Okay.
Well
Okay,
done.
50%
Yeah.
success rate.
Next one. Liam still only drinks English breakfast tea.
I think he does.
That is false.
The confidence in the English tea culture.
That is
I'm,
false.
no, like I say, you think you know someone, and then a few years go by, and
That I never used to like drinking tea.
no. To be fair, I didn't know you drunk alcohol until the wedding.
Wow.
Wait, did you
We've
you
probably-
drunk at the wedding?
That's what you do.
Joking. But you do drink quite a lot of tea now.
Yes, but it's like green tea or there's a lot of fruity teas in Germany.
The disappointment
I've-
in your dad's face.
What?
Priceless.
Let's- Next question.
Let's move on before we cause any family drama here.
Next question.
Without milk or biscuits.
It's also not getting any better now, I think, for the family drama. Okay, next statement, Andy.
Go
We can
on.
move on.
Okay.
Liam got so good at recycling in Germany that he judges every Brit when we visit England.
Oh, I bet that's definitely true.
Uh,
I think he probably feels he's got a degree in recycling now.
that's not that
I can confirm.
I bet it is true.
I'm pretty sure we don't have to ask you, Liam. The amount of side eyes I get at home compared to when we're here and he's got a bottle in his hand and he's like, gotta throw this now. And other he sees like not separated rubbish somewhere.
getting bullied.
Sorry.
Next question.
Okay, you got this right. Shall we move on? Liam thinks currywurst is better than fish and chips.
Oh, I tell you what, I wasn't prepared for these sort of questions.
Have
this
you ever
is
had that currywurst? Currywurst?
no. Anybody that ever knows me knows
wouldn't
that
eat it.
apart from meat and potatoes, I haven't eaten anything else.
We're quite fussy eaters, aren't we?
You're not that fussy anymore.
I think the thing is, do you get decent fish and chips in Germany though?
No.
I mean, I'm kind of
No.
thinking that you probably have been forced into the currywurst because of a lack of good fish and chips. So I'm gonna
Well, the
say,
statement could still be false. Like,
I'm gonna say it's true.
No, I still prefer fish and chips. Of course.
Well, I'm pleased. I'll take that.
I think because we don't live in the hotspot for the currywurst. In Berlin is
Yeah.
where you would really get. You could find it everywhere.
Right.
But where we live down south, small village, yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But I still think fish and chips. Is
I would have been in shock if you said that you prefer currywurst.
Every Friday.
You get
Yeah.
fish and chips.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And we've got a
I wish we did
really,
that.
we've got a really good one that I
I'm
go
always
to.
happy when we're here and we go.
In fact, if I mention it, I might get a discount. So can I mention? No, I'm joking.
If we mention that shop in every episode now, do we get a live supply of fish and chips?
It is. I mean, we've tried a few. We've certainly tried a few over the years, and we're using one now that is.
So I guess
Top
then I
notch.
saw it then. No, we
Yeah.
talked about fish and
Shame
chips
it's
for
on
like 10
Friday.
minutes.
Shame we should have come on a Friday.
I was going to say, come on a Friday. Yeah.
Why
Friday
do I
night.
leave on Friday? All right, sorry, I can't give you that point as well.
God, this isn't going well, is it?
No, it's not.
Next one.
Next one. Liam owns more than 2 pair of lederhosen. More than 2.
Owns 2 pair of lederhosen.
More than 2.
I mean, I've seen you wearing
Yeah.
them.
How does that make you feel?
Oh God.
No comment.
The head's saying one thing and the heart's saying something else. I'm going to say no.
You think he?
I think he's
owns-
got 2. I don't think he's got more than 2.
I have. No, wait. I've got 2.
You've got more than 2.
I
you
did
bought
have,
2
but then
last
one
year.
ripped. Isn't that right?
You've got
Oh,
one
well,
this year.
Yeah, I got one this year.
I'm pretty sure you have 3 or 4.
I have 3.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Eddie.
Close.
All right.
That's a tough
Sorry.
one. How'd you know that?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Sorry.
I'm not sure he's kind of going, Dad's not going to approve. I think I need to bin one of these.
I'm gonna just rip these like super expensive lederhosen.
I think I do. I mean, I do like watching the videos with the traditional German
Outfits, yeah.
outfits. I think they are really good. So yeah.
It suits you very well as well. You look proper German.
A number of people have said to me that he looks German.
A lot of
Yeah,
people not in the beginning, but a couple months ago, a lot of people kept saying you look more German than me.
Yeah, a lot
I
of
was
people
like-
think.
I think in the summer, I think your hair
Right.
probably goes a bit fairer, and I think even it looks even more thin.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
have blonde, blue eyes. I mean,
Yeah, and it's
what can we say?
There's a lot of comments and people saying that they thought it was the other way. You were the Brit and I was the German.
I've seen a few of those. Yeah.
Well, sorry
Yeah.
for the disappointment. I'm German. Okay, let's move on. So,
Yes.
and you can get another point, maybe.
Oh, looking
Okay,
like a bit of a
Liam.
fail. This is.
Liam never broke any German rules or laws.
He's never broken any rules or laws. I'm going to say he must have done just by accident.
That is fair. What have I done?
Was it an accident?
What
Well,
have I done?
mean, you nearly didn't pay for a taxi, for example. Police was looking for you.
Yeah. Ugh, why'd you have to bring that up?
Sorry, I thought it was an interesting story to tell.
I've driven away from a petrol station without paying, and I was kind of like, when you sort of you're on like autopilot. I was putting the fuel in. I was thinking about something else. I literally just got in the car and drove. And as I drove out of the station, I was like, I haven't paid. So I drove back in again. I literally just drove back to the entrance, drove back in again, and I went to the guy. I went to the guy at the counter. He was like ready to explode. I mean, I was like, look, just a complete mistake, and I didn't mean to do that. He was like really not happy, really furious.
Wow.
I mean, I suppose if you're in a certain petrol garage, particularly in a London, they have a lot of, because they have spikes that they can
Makes sense, though, yeah.
bring up to stop cars that sort of pull away without paying.
And to be fair, when you realised you did pay your bill.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I mean, I don't think he'd have done it deliberately.
No.
But
Liam's really trying
Yeah.
to keep on every rule and law, I think.
Yes.
Law
Yeah.
anyway, but also the rules. You
Right.
try to keep up with.
as a good citizen,
He's a good citizen.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
yeah.
doesn't
Got
surprise
the
me.
citizenship otherwise.
Oh yeah, true. They do. Do they double check? Probably. If you have like any criminal record. Yeah, you do. You're a good citizen. Okay.
Good.
Liam cherishes the holy Ruhesonntag, but yet he hoovers on Sundays.
Can you explain that?
Oh,
So
do you know the Ruhesonntag
That's
thing?
the noise on a Sunday.
Yeah, you have to keep the noise down. You shouldn't be working and like.
Hoovering on a Sunday? That can't be a lot of noise, surely.
I like how you
Does
think,
that
Andy.
does that really break a rule?
Ask Liam what he usually thinks about hoovering on Sundays.
I mean, hoovering on any day is I'm not very good at any of that.
Yeah, but Liam's obsessed with hoovering.
Right. Did he? So the question is, did he do it on a
Did
Sunday?
he do it on a Sunday?
Probably. Yes.
I have hoovered on a Sunday before.
Right.
Just
But
recently.
Yes, but I really try not to.
Yeah, whenever I say, oh, there's such a mess from the dog hair, or when I come back from the
Yeah.
stables, it's like, let's just quickly hoover. I get like the mean face from Liam's like, no, Ruhesonntag, no, we're not going to cause any drama with the neighbors.
There's probably where we live, it's fine. But if you live in a big city, you can't. It's a perfect example. You can't choose your neighbours, and they'll just come and, they'll tell you off.
Why wouldn't our neighbors tell us off?
Because it's quite. Everyone seems to be quite calm in our building.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, your dad was right. Okay, second last one. Liam now gets annoyed at English cashiers because of the missing efficiency.
Oh, I bet that's true. I bet that's true. I mean, once you've witnessed the speed of operation,
The question
when you're standing here, I mean, in fact I know this is true because when we did the Sainsbury's video, Liam took the items to the auto till,
Yep.
and he expected to just go zup 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 zup, and he was so annoyed that it was kind of like dup, dup, and he's like I'm gonna have to speed this up in the post production.
Really? Did
So-
you say that?
So
I did.
Did you do it?
Yeah,
yeah,
I
he
sped it
did.
up
So
in
he
the
actually
post.
sped it up in the thing. So I know that does trigger him.
Was it last year? Last Christmas? We went shopping there, and then the person at the place was like, "Oh yeah, what are you doing then?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
they actually
they
asked
wanna
about
have
our Christmas plans and how we're doing.
They want to have a chat with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of like it though. When we're here, we're going shopping. It's like, because it's calm and then they're talking
I can't
to
stand
you.
shopping. I can't think of anything worse.
Really?
I do everything. Everything's ordered online.
This is
Food,
Oh.
shopping, everything. I can't. It's it's not necessarily the process in the store, but it's the kind of the everywhere's so busy these days.
Yeah.
It's navigating people who just want to sort of just sort of stop and this one or this one, and I'm going, make a decision. I want to go. You
would be a good German.
I'm like,
You would fit in very
this,
well.
this is what I said. So once you're
Yeah.
kind of used to the sort of the speed and the and the efficiency, coming here must be
Yeah, I feel like I enjoy it here because whenever I'm here, I'm on holiday.
right.
If that was my daily,
Yeah,
just like part
that's
of your
true.
daily life, and you actually have things to sort out,
Yeah.
I could probably get annoyed at that.
Yeah.
But when we're here and, all stress free, you can
Yeah.
chat to the cashier. Quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that one. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last
Oh
one.
God.
Oh, you missed the
Well, at
big
least
prize.
I did 50%. I missed the
Big
prize.
finale.
Oh well.
Big finale. Liam's German language became so good, he's now starting to talk German at home. Wait, like Germany home, not back here, obviously.
Do you converse in German at home for fun?
Or just because he's good for fun.
For fun? Do you remember that? I don't know how many times we had to do that. For fun? For fun? For fun? For fun? For fun? For fun? It's like, try it. It's not quite right. For fun? I'm going to say, I think he's too lazy. I'm going to say no, he doesn't do it.
She's the problem.
Oh, you're the
Excuse me.
enabler.
Excuse
We
me.
don't. Because she thinks it's like talking to a kid.
Not anymore.
We're just being honest.
You have to
Statement
correct his homework.
The statement was, Liam's German language became so good that now you're starting to talk German at home.
Now I'm twisting it on you. My German would be like up here
Top notch.
if we
Yeah.
did.
That is true, but I think it is hard to switch languages at home. And when your German wasn't that good, you actually had to talk very slow and choose the words wisely. And
Yeah.
I mean, I probably don't have a thick accent anyway, but yeah, it didn't feel right. But yet you're too lazy. No, you're not speaking German now at home.
No, not at home. No. Yeah.
You do speak German to other people though.
Yeah.
I was quite impressed. I mean, a couple of times when I came over and we were going into the town and like you go into the bakery and stuff like that, I was quite impressed with how you could converse with people. I think I was.
Can get by.
I think you'd only been there. Maybe I don't know 2 or 3 years. Well,
Yeah.
a couple of, well, not even maybe that. And I think you were already ordering stuff, and I mean, it's kind of funny. I listen to quite a bit of the radio about the footballers, and you get foreign footballers that come here, and they say, "Well, how do they converse?" And they say, "Well, they don't need to because sports are kind of a common language and stuff." And I think, well, but that's fine to a degree, but you still got to kind of, you got to, order a sandwich, or you kind of, you got to converse, get your washing done. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff you got to kind of do. But I was just genuinely impressed with how you picked it up. Yeah, I was quite impressed.
Same.
I know I have known other people who have gone to other countries and just not been able to learn the language,
Yes.
and it's been a massive problem for them.
Yes. I was going to say with the sports people, I know a lot of them, they do not bother trying to learn the language just because most of the team speaks English and they just think they're going to leave. They don't know how long they're going to be in the country.
Yeah.
They end up staying and it goes by a few years and they still don't know anything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but I think that was a good thing. I think you decided to do quite early on. I think was to learn the language. I think that was a
Yeah, I think
that was
the
a
coaches
good
also
idea.
was like, you should probably just learn a bit. Yeah.
Well, I just thought, well, if he wants to stay and do things like coaching or personal training or stuff like that, or of any kind, anything 101,
Yeah.
you kind of
You have to.
So no, I was impressed with how you sort of attacked the whole thing. Really, yeah.
No, B1 and done.
You became a good German. Your behavior is quite German now. The language is decent enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, green tea. We'll have to have a chat.
Yeah. You're drinking green tea. Still not drinking coffee though, so
No.
I drink far too much coffee. It's just
same.
More than tea.
yeah, and I've ended up doing it just out of laziness. Really, it's just easier just to put a spoon of coffee in a cup, and I don't like all the faffing around with tea bags and stuff like that. It's a bit of a
Okay.
pain. So,
That's not
but I
very
do
English, is it?
as a drink. I do probably prefer tea
Okay.
overall, but coffee's just easier. I just find less. All about that optimization.
As I said, you'd be a good German. Maybe there's a bit of German in you. If you come over more often, we can get the German.
Yeah, I think
out of you.
I think when we've talked about it, and I think it's certainly as kids get older, I think it becomes a bit easier to do stuff like that. So I think I think we should definitely come over more.
Yay.
Bulk film some content. I'm just going to film you going around the supermarket.
Yeah. I was going to say,
for you.
if
Yeah,
you
but
follow
that's
me
gonna be
around,
for his
there'll be
content and not for yours.
I mean, I don't know how you are at home, but I have the clumsy gene in the family. I don't know if it's certainly passed
Oh, no,
on
there's
to
me.
one of your siblings, but
There's me.
I won't name. But so I don't know if you have it, but I'm always bumping into things and falling over. If somebody followed me around, there's definitely a lot of content there.
Yeah.
What are you
There's
logging
no,
in for?
that would be good content.
Yeah.
You're not being the clumsy one though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so.
You
No,
don't have that?
okay.
Okay.
Not
Not
as
yet.
much. Not
Okay.
as much.
Maybe it kicks in soon.
Nice. 6 out of 10, Andy. What can I say?
6 out of
6
10?
out of 10.
Okay, must try harder. I think that's...
You just thought even worse of him then. It's
No, I
actually,
just- I don't
To be
know.
fair, some of the questions were a bit tricky.
Sorry.
I was so impressed with his German. I thought the bread one. I thought you'd kind of just go like that. But there you go.
Especially because of the content. I would have thought he'd
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
it.
say,
I
like,
didn't know the
you
answer to the
focused
question
on-
as well. I just thought he would, to be fair.
You have focused on bread a bit, so
But not in a long time. Maybe that's
No.
the problem.
Yeah.
We need more
Maybe.
bakery content soon.
yeah.
I should do a video at English bakery.
That's a short video.
Well, there's some real there's so many independent bakers that you can get lots of different types of bread.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can. Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
we'll taste it.
Tin loaves, tiger bread. There's all sorts of all different types of bread. I eat too much bread, so that's my problem. But I do like a nice loaf.
Mm.
Oh, same.
Yeah,
Nice. That's it.
Okay.
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
it's a
Well
wrap.
done.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for doing the episode.
I really
got through
thoroughly
it?
enjoyed it. Yeah,
That's
it was
not
all
a
good.
problem at all.
Yeah, there were no technical issues at all. It was fantastic.
This went very well, didn't it?
Yeah, there's a behind the scenes video coming soon.
It was very good having you here,
Yeah.
though.
Thanks.
Oh,
for-
thoroughly
Yeah,
enjoyed
very
it.
good, yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I do watch and listen to the podcast. I think they're really, really great. I just love how you can just sit and have a conversation with each other. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's a nice record. I think it's just a nice record to have. I mean,
Yeah.
I know people do. I know people do watch them and listen to them. But I think it's a nice thing to look back on and,
Yeah, just
and
to have, right?
and
yeah,
to have.
It's there.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And I guess what we're going to talk about next time.
Let's see. There's
We've
still
still-
a week to figure this out.
Also, do you know about this? We've got a live. We're doing this live.
Yeah, March. Now,
March.
how would I know that?
I was like,
I never watch or listen. I haven't seen any tickets. I was expecting
the
some.
promo.
You
I was
can be-
expecting
promo.
some tickets to
You
come
can be on
through.
the guest list, Andy. You can be our special guest.
Yes, March 16th,
Yeah.
Mannheim. Still some spaces available. Thanks to everyone who's bought tickets as well, by the way.
Or
So-
gifted them
So
for Christmas.
unfortunately, there is going to be a show. I was hoping no one bought anything, and they're just like, well.
Surprise appearance, maybe. No.
Oh,
Oh, there might be a surprise appearance.
yes. So that's there, and we'll see you on the next
Episode.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
What do we
Yeah.
say? To say bye in German?
Over the Zen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
I
Not
mean,
bad.
is
That
that-
was very quick, but
Is
yeah.
that?
Auf
Oh,
Wiedersehen.
is that too quick?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
And very
Yeah.
formal.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Nice.
Cheers.
Bye bye. Ciao.